Joining us today is a visionary leader whose leadership extends beyond classroom. We have Ms. Shabana Arora, principal for Allen House Public School, Khalasi Lines, and an impactful leader. Ma'am, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Atharva.
Ma'am, I hope your journey to school was comfortable in this coaching age.
Yeah, it was indeed.
All right, ma'am. Did you enjoy the inauguration ceremony?
Yes, you guys have really done it well from beginning, from reception till here. Things were quite organized. So well done.
Okay, ma'am. Moving on to the questions.
Sure.
Ma'am, what is your vision for the future of education?
See, a nice question, first of all. Vision of education, there's a shift in the world right now. Me, as a school leader, I don't think that children are restricted to classroom anymore. The world is open for them. So as even the CBSE or the IB curriculum or the Cambridge curriculum, they are working more on the skill education. So the vision of education is not only the academic rote learning, it should be the skill oriented. So right now, even in our schools like Allen House and our DPS, so we are taking our children beyond the classroom. So if you see recently, we have taken our children to different universities. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, going to different universities, finding out the courses which are available as per the interest. So they are actually having real hands-on experiences to understand the courses which are available. Because if you see statistical also, 74% of youth, undergrad youth, is not employed anywhere. So if the education which we are taking our children, we are teaching in the colleges, if it is no more relevant after 5 years, so what is the logic of the degree? So more than degree, skill now. So let's work on the skill.
All right, ma'am. Also, ma'am, I am someone who reads current affairs a lot.
Oh, nice.
So, ma'am, recently in the education system, there are many paper leaks happening which are,
Heartbreaking.
which are disrupting the future of the youth, right? So, taking this question into consideration, what is your stance on it?
See, ultimately it's a system failure. It is not a student failure, we all know. But unapologetically, as a leader, I say, if you have seen in Nepal, when something like this happened, so Nepal student came out and there was an outrage. So I'm not promoting outrage, but if the system is not correct, somebody rather than just discussing, the system is not correct and the things leaked, NTA was leaked. So better to come out and stop such evidences because it's going to spoil everyone. So I've heard the Khan sir interview and many people who are talking about this NTA leaking. So why a child need to pay a cost for any leakage? The people, and it is not for the first time it is happening. It happened last year also. It happened before that also.
Yes.
So why as a youth, as a student, we are not asking what happened to those who did it last year? We will speak, we will discuss and we'll forget. So the youth has to come up, ask the questions, the right questions to the people who are doing all such things and see statistically where are these people. And there should not be a need of NTA once again. There should be the need of justice right now.
Very well said, ma'am.
Thank
All
you.
right. Ma'am, how do you define a successful student?
The successful student is the one who's sitting in front of me right now. How success is? See, you're doing something beyond the classroom. For me as a principal, my successful student is the one who could come ask questions. And there is nothing right and wrong. Right? If you ask me any question as a leader or a principal or the person, if I say that, oh, this is not a right question, so I'm restricting your thought. So the student who has the audacity to question anything and everything is the right student for me.
All right. So
I hope I'm right.
No, you are absolutely, ma'am.
Perfect.
All right. What advice will you give to students who fear failure, especially like me?
Failure itself is the key to success. As many times you fail, you are going to have an experience in your life. You ask about me how many times I failed. As a principal also, as a teacher also, as a mother also, as a parent also, we fail a number of times. Even the audiences who are listening to us, they must have failed today also in one or the other work. So failure is the pathway to success. So embrace it gracefully.
Yes.
And if you see the success stories also, you see the KFC one, you see Mark Zuckerberg, they were the failures.
Yes, they were.
Right? So failures are writing the stories. So the people who are bold, not beautiful, they rewrite the stories. So I want successful failures.
All right, ma'am.
Right?
Absolutely. Ma'am, how should schools support mental health, especially for students?
Very, very important
Very
thing.
crucial issue.
Very crucial. So mental health, first of all, is not only restricted to students. Mental health is restricted to parents. Mental health is restricted to teachers, to us as a mentors also, and to everybody. So as a school, I believe before we compliance is anybody, like if we, as a principal, I have a rules and regulation in my school. Before any compliances, I should know how to connect.
Exactly.
That will give the space between you and me, that safe space that a child could come and they don't need a counselor, because how many counselors we can hire? Everybody
enough,
need to be a
fair enough.
counselor to read a child, to discuss that
Yes.
freedom. So counseling and that mental health is important, and that cannot be given by one person in any case. It has to be with everybody and anybody, be your mother, father, teacher. And yes, a dedicated space in the school, like every school, it's a mandate as per CBSE also now. That there should be a counselor in Allen houses and DPS. We have counselors. But you tell me how many times you have been to counselor?
Not
No,
much.
no.
Not much.
Not much, because we don't feel like going. But if right now, if you're talking to me, I could be a counselor. Right now, we are counseling each other.
Why not?
Right? So this mental health, I'm talking about on a larger scale, not a room confined to a counselor's room.
All right, very
Sorry.
well noted, ma'am. Ma'am, what do you think the impact of social media on students' mental health?
I love social media.
Me too, ma'am.
Right? So we should know how to channelize the energy.
Exactly.
We cannot take away social media from students in any case. Better the parents, the leaders, the teachers understand this concept very clearly. You cannot take away the social media, but for sure you could channelize it. So like me, I've given an example in my school or wherever I go for a podcast or for the counseling, I talk to the parents. Why don't you create, so a child is having an Instagram account, you have, I have, everybody in the room is having Instagram account, right? But we are only scrolling the reel. But if you have Instagram account and LinkedIn account together, you scroll a reel, I have no problem. Your algorithm will set as per the content you are watching. So once you are in LinkedIn also, once you are in Instagram also, you will find something good in LinkedIn, you will search on Instagram.
So, yeah.
So your Instagram will show you what? As per your mind process.
Yes.
So it is good to have accounts and social media, but how you utilize it, it has to be informed, not taught. I cannot teach you social media, you're a better learner. You can teach me rather. But if I inform, okay, we will do this way, our algorithm will set in a better way. So let's set algorithm, don't ban social media.
All right, wonderful, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, what do you think, is AI going to replace traditional learning methods?
AI, traditional learning methods, anyhow, CBSE is also going to replace, right? So we cannot say 150 years old system can be applicable right now also. Your mobile needs update every other day. Why not the education system?
It needs.
So if it is happening through AI, so I think there is no concern about it. We should adapt the technology rather than just refraining ourselves from the technology. I myself as a principal, I always see that how to learn Claude, how to learn ChatGPT. So I keep on learning myself and updating myself. I keep on telling my children also to do that. But yes, one thing AI cannot replace is what is? Your thought process. You have to give a good prompt, no?
Exactly.
So that prompt will come from your psychological mind.
Yes.
So if you have a wealthy and good mental well-being, you will give a right prompt, you will get a right answers. So AI is required, so no need to get afraid of.
All right, ma'am. Very well said.
Right, thank you.
Ma'am, how should students prepare for careers that don't exist yet?
I think they should prepare for those careers only, which is not existing yet. How is the important question? I always say one for the mental well-being and one for the student. What for mental well-being, I always ask my teachers or my students, how is your day going? It gives a power to my child and to my teacher if something is wrong. For example, though it was very heavy traffic today, but I am able to reach it. So you are starting with a positive affirmation, and I have given you space to talk about it. Same goes with our the other topic as well. It is like, sorry, I missed the question.
No, how should students prepare for careers that don't exist yet?
Coming back to that point. So now for the careers, being a child, you tell me what you love the most when you were there in grade 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you like the most?
What I liked the most, I liked watching cartoons, entertainment.
So how are you going to link it?
How I am going to link it?
Yeah, you're like going. You were you like with career.
Okay, so I can be someone who is into the industry.
Which industry?
Film industry, producing
Yeah.
industry,
Or more than that, animation.
animation.
You could be a great cartoonist.
Exactly.
So mostly as a parent and as a teacher, I always ask my audiences to ask your child, what do you want to become? Because your younger self tell you the true capacity of yours, what you could be in future. Like if you see, if you align your watching cartoonists of doing something digitally into it, and you could create, like even for emojis, people are earning, right?
Exactly.
So when you're creating something out of the box, which is aligned to your younger self thought, you will align with your career very well. Then I need not to tell you, beta study. You will study automatically because that is aligned with your choices, your younger self choices. Bade hokar to everybody will tell. Your mama will come and tell, beta bade hokar kya banoge? You will say, doctor, engineer, lawyer.
Yes.
Only these 4 or 5 things. Nobody will say, I'll become a cartoonist. But if every parent, every teacher will ask this, what you want to become, every day you will repeat the statements. Every time it will change. Sometimes you will say, I want to be something else. Then we are going to see the portfolio for yours. Ki tumhara choices from where it started and where it is reaching. So I can have a graph of yours from grade 1 to grade 12, how your choices changed. And merging all those choices, I can give you a career. That's what AI is doing. That's why I ask students, please have a portfolio of yours. Very important. Small things, the accolades which you win in your colleges, in your schools, in your classes. If you keep a record of it on a LinkedIn,
It's quite useful.
then it is, first of all, it is going in a real time. The colleges and universities will see, okay, Atharva got this thing. So Atharva has done a podcast with Shabana Arora in 2026. Even if I'm not a college counselor of yours as a college admission stakeholder, in 2028, I could see this because it is updated on real time.
Yes.
So this thing, if are aligned together, your career choices will be so clear that nobody need to tell you have to do this thing. So you have to shift the system.
Very well understood, ma'am. Thank you so much for the
Thanks,
time.
thank
We are
you.
done with the questions now.
Thank you so very
This
much.
was the Soulcast. Until we meet next time.